Hivers, welcome to Honeybee Stamping Hive, where creative buzz is always in the air. I am Tashana Lundy, your independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Florida, serving customers all over the United States. And today, we're going to be making alternate cards using the Full of Charm June 2025 paper pumpkin kit. This is what the kit originally makes, but we're going to be making a couple of alternates. These alternates are going to be very simple. Well, the first one is, and the one that I pre-made is very simple, okay? So before we get started on our projects, let's go over some buzzworthy business of the day. We have our Sweeter With You paper pumpkin kit that makes 8 cards featuring sun-kissed strawberries and breezy gingham. Garden Green is the classic stamping spot. Circle of the Seasons add-on dies is available for $12. 167-277 is the item number that these dies coordinate with July, August, and September paper pumpkin kit. And there is a link in the description box below for you to sign up for the paper pumpkin if you haven't already done so. We also have our BOGO sale going on. Get 50% off of your second item when you purchase any suite product. So that means you can purchase an entire suite. And if you purchase another suite, you get 50% off. You can purchase an entire suite and just purchase one thing from another suite and get 50% off that item. Or you can just purchase like a stamp set and a ribbon. And the cheaper item will be the one that's 50% off. You have until June 30th, 2025 to take advantage of this sale, okay? Next, we have our rewards program where you shop, earn, redeem, repeat. You earn 10% on all orders $20 or more, excluding tax and shipping. Redeem rewards on future orders. You track and save your rewards in your online Stampin' Up account, and rewards will expire 12 months after the earning date, okay? Lastly, we have our mystery boxes. These are the medium flat rate USPS boxes that I have stuffed full of new and used, all retired Stampin' Up products. And I'm telling you, when I say I stuffed the boxes, it's about $200 worth of stuff in the box for $30, okay? You're only going to be paying $30 for each box, and shipping is included in that price. If you're interested, email me at stampwithshana@gmail.com, all right? And that is all of our buzzworthy business of the day. So let's get started on our project. So the first one here, we have a card base of Pretty Peacock, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. We're going to do our inside piece here. Very simple. We have a piece from another card base from the kit that we're going to put on the inside. You get some liquid glue. We're just going to put this on just to decorate the inside a little bit. Not too much. So that's about 1/4 inch by 3.5. Then we're gonna put some adhesive. Where did my adhesive go? My stamping seal. This is what I like to use for the inside part where you write on. We're gonna put this in here. Very simple. These cards are very simple. So I have a part of the card base here, 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. This is the back of the card base, and we're just gonna put this on to our card front. Well, to become our card front, we're gonna put it on the front of our card base. So it's gonna look basically almost like the kit card. Okay, then we have our little floral image here that we're gonna add some Stampin' Dimensionals on. Let me get some Stampin' Dimensionals. I need some minis. I have some black ones here, so let's just use those. Take your pick tool. I want to pop this up. Ooh, some of these minis might be too big still. Come on. I'm just going to pop these in around some of the places to hold this down, but I want it to be elevated. So that's just a little difference that I'm doing from the kit where they had it glued down flat. I'm gonna pop mine up just a little. Okay, I think I have some halves here. So let's use these halves because some of these spaces are small. Very small. Because these half ones probably still are too big. I'm going to put as many dimensionals as I can because I don't have a lot of space where I can put the dimensionals. So this time, adding the dimensionals, even though you guys know I love me some dimensionals, it actually serves a purpose this time for me adding so many. Okay, I think one more on this leaf here. Okay, so let's remove the backings. One good thing about using the black dimensionals, you can tell if you took the backing off, right? Whew. But you have to be able to see your dimensionals because they kind of blend in. So I'm just going to take these off. Okay, so we got all of that done. Now I'm going to add this to our card front, just like that. And where's my sentiment label? So I have the sentiment label from the kit, and we're going to stamp on that using Pretty Peacock, and I'm going to stamp "To a Wonderful Person." And then we're going to add this to our card. So let's get this inked up here. Just like that. Flip that over. And we're going to add a couple of dimensionals to the back of this. Whoop. I only need one of those. And we're going to add this to our card front, our card base. Right here, like so. Just like that. And I think that is our card done. Isn't that pretty? So that's an alternate because the original card had this for the base and you put this over here. So this is my alternate using the other side of the card base. I took a circle that came in the kit, cut it in half, and stamped hay. This hay comes from the Charming Day stamp set that coordinates with this kit. It's a whole suite of products that coordinate with this paper pumpkin kit. And then I just added a couple of sequins because this card was beautiful just like it was. And this is on Cajun Craze. So we have one more card to make using up the rest of our scraps. So I had these pieces left from one of the card bases, and I took the Memento Tuxedo Black ink and just rubbed it over the panels to make them black. Okay, so we're going to be making a card, and I have a card base here of thick basic white, 8.5 by 5.5, scored 4 1/4, and I've gone ahead and did our inside. This black piece is 3 3/4 by 5. I have, no, it's not. This is 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. The lemon lolly is 3 3/4 by 4 3/4. Basic 5 by 3 3/4 is the lemon lolly. Slow down, Shauna. Basic white is 3.5 by 4 3/4. Another strip of the card base that I did with the black, and put some die cuts from the Charming Day dies. Again, part of the suite that coordinates with this paper pumpkin kit. So we're going to add this. Uh-oh, come on. Add this to the inside of our card. So we can have the inside done. Isn't this pretty though? I love yellow and black together. So we have that. Okay, I've done a lot ahead of time. So I have some basic black here that is, I think this is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. And we're gonna add to that some lemon lolly that is 4 by 5 1/4. Now this lemon lolly, I have prepared it ahead of time. What I did was die cut this image from the Charming Day dies about 3 times in lemon lolly. I glued it on to the lemon lolly, and then I embossed it using the exposed brick 3D embossing folder to get this right here, okay? So we're gonna add this to our basic black, and I wanna make sure I get a lot of adhesive on this. I usually use liquid glue, but my liquid glue is kind of running out, and I need to save it for my little smaller pieces. So we're gonna Oh boy, I hope that's straight over there because I can't see it. Oh yeah, okay. So we have that. We're gonna put these pieces on. Come on. So I'm trying to think. I think I want this one like this. So we're gonna put this over to the side, trying to get it straight there. Then we're gonna get this piece. Oh, and these strips are 3 7/8 by 3/4. Sometimes I do forget to tell you the sizes that I'm using. So I write them on the back so that helps me remember when I go to put the adhesive on. I remember I need to tell you what size it is. Okay, so that is that. Then we're gonna put this onto our card base. Ooh, come on. To create the front of our card here. I'm gonna just put this right on the front. Centering it. Okay, so now I have a circle here from the kit, and we're going to stamp in Memento Tuxedo Black ink, Miss You. Let me stamp off to see if, make sure that that ink looks a little gray. I know. I am going to put some re-inker onto my pad here because I dried it out, probably using it to ink up these. So now it's really juicy. So I'm going to stamp that off to the side there. And I'm going to stamp this on our circle. Try not to make a mess. Because I really got that ink. I didn't spread it out. I just needed some ink on there. Okay. So I have that. And I'm going to pop this up on Stampin' Dimensionals. So let me get some dimensionals here to put on our little circle. And I'm going to remove the backings, and I'm gonna softly place this right here. So then we have some die cuts that I use, the Charming Day dies, and I'm gonna put these flat. So let's get some glue. Again, it would have been better if I would have used the adhesive sheets when I die cut this, but I wasn't thinking about it because I actually just die cut a bunch of these in all kinds of colors because I'm going to be making a bunch of cards using that Floral Charm suite. So I die cut so many of these things to match the colors that's in the suite. I like it when the paper pumpkin kit coordinates with a suite. So we're going to do this one like that. Okay, and then I have one of the sequins left that came in the kit, and we're going to pop that on right there just like that and call this card done. Isn't that pretty? I wanted to use colors that had nothing to do with the kit. Okay, so let me show you the other two cards that I made. So these are the final 3 in my alternates for the June 2025 paper pumpkin kit, full of charm. Okay, that's it. That's all. Don't forget to leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe. And as always, I would like to thank you for buzzing by the Hive today. Until next time, buzz you later. Bye.